What's up, guys? It's Keefe. In today's video, we are going over how you can develop your masculinity. Now, keep in mind that this masculine side of you is already latent within you as a man, but what we're going to get into today are ways to really bring that out, bring it to the surface, and help it become who you are naturally. Now, before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, my name is Keefe. I made this channel to build better men. So if you're a guy who's out there who's looking to improve his life in any way, hit the subscribe button and bell icon. I'll put out new videos every single day to help you build your ideal life. So let's get into the video. Now, guys, the first step to developing this masculinity in your life is you have to accept the call to adventure in your life. Now, look, this doesn't mean you have to know the entire journey of your life and know the end destination, but you can start by looking at the areas of your life where you feel unfulfilled. For example, maybe you have a job that is uninspiring, but you keep it because it's safe. Listen, guys, you will never find your masculinity and become a true man staying safe, okay? If you want to do that, fine, but you're just going to feel unfulfilled, right? So what you need to do if you want to start to get on this call to adventure, look at the parts of your life where you are unfulfilled. Realize that we have this incredible world where there's so much opportunity to do whatever you want. So if you find yourself feeling unfulfilled in an area, like I said, maybe it's a job, or maybe it's your body, or maybe it's just the hobbies you have, the things you do in your free time. If you find yourself unfulfilled at something, start to ask yourself, what do I really want to do? And it's probably going to require some balls to step out of your comfort zone and go do something different. But again, that is part of the call to adventure. That is part of becoming a man. And the masculine edge, the masculine spirit is not concerned with safety. He's concerned with his purpose and his mission in life. And guys, understand that until you stop letting fear control your life, you'll never bring this masculinity out. If you look at any of your favorite movie characters who are these real masculine kind of characters, they never truly embodied who they were until they faced fear, right? They had to face some great challenge where their life was on the line, or there was just a lot of risk on the table, and they stepped up to the task and they challenged themselves. And what happens when you challenge yourself, guys, is you prove that you're more, okay? You prove that you're confident. You cannot develop confidence without the risk of failure, because otherwise there's nothing to be confident about, right? Like, you don't have to be necessarily confident about breathing because it's like a natural thing. You've been breathing since the day you were born. It's an automatic process. So it's not something you had to develop confidence in. But like, let's say it comes to maybe making content for the internet, or doing sales calls, or approaching women. You have to develop confidence by putting yourself out there in these challenging situations, these rite of passage almost types of situations, so that you can prove you're more. And in that confidence grows that masculinity, because part of this confidence comes with an understanding that you are capable. And self-reliance, which has to do with capability, is another part of developing this masculinity. Guys, if you want to develop your masculinity, you have to become more independent. Look at your life and start looking at things you can take more responsibility for. Like, for example, if you're living with your parents, look, I'm not saying you got to move out today, but do you have a plan to get more and more independent, to take more and more responsibility for your life? Do you have a plan to become basically the person that other people can come to when they're in need, rather than you being the one who always needs people to help you out? Now, along with all of this is the idea of purpose, which I talk about so much in my videos. Purpose has to do with that call to adventure. A man is always on his purpose. Find me a superhero character, just any hero character in a movie, who's not on some kind of mission in the movie. So the question for you to ask yourself is, do you want to be the hero in your life or a bystander, right? Success leaves clues. So if you want to be the hero, you got to recognize every hero is on a mission. They're on a purpose, and they're not letting fear dictate how they're going to live their lives. They're willing to take chances, risk things, so that they can get the reward and be who they know they're meant to be. This is, again, part of the masculine spirit and bringing that out of yourself. You will never develop this masculinity if you're not willing to risk things, if you're not willing to step outside your comfort zone. Understand, guys, the comfort zone is a metaphor for staying like in your mother's womb, or staying close to the mother as a child, right? When you're a child, what is it that happens? Usually, maybe you're hanging out with your friends, maybe you're on the playground, right? But your mother's always really close by. And what you do as a child is you're kind of venturing out, stepping further and further away from your mother, but you can always run back to your mom if, like, say you fall down, you get hurt, you start crying, like, your mom's always there to take care of you. Well, understand that if you're not stepping out of your comfort zone as an adult, you're still living in that mindset. You're still living in this mindset of, oh, mommy can always take care of everything for me. So you need to seriously start finding purpose and start stepping out of your comfort zone. This is how you develop this masculinity. You have to be willing to stand up to fear, become independent, become self-reliant, and just really figure out what that impact is you want to have in the world and be willing to risk things to go get it. Now, guys, if you were looking for tactics when you clicked on this video, maybe you were looking for like 5 body language hacks to look like an alpha male and feel more masculine, I wanted to touch on something way deeper here, because the thing is, if you do these things, if you get on your purpose, if you start taking the right actions, if you become independent and develop the confidence in yourself as a man who steps out and takes risks and accomplishes things in the face of danger, you develop that inner confidence that you are a masculine alpha male. And so the rest, the tactics, they just come naturally, right? Like, I want you to look at somebody like Drake, for example. Go Google Drake 2009 and then Google Drake 2020, okay? Do you think Drake, he's obviously dramatically changed, like his whole persona has changed. Do you think Drake's persona changed because he went and watched some surface level tactics? Or do you think his demeanor, his personality, and everything transformed because he became the biggest artist of the 21st century? And there's like a lot of confidence and swagger that comes with the fact that this man's on his purpose and he's accomplishing things. Look at any other person you might look up to, any role model in the public eye that you can look at, and notice how they started perhaps from humble beginnings, but they developed and they became this super confident person because they were on their mission and they were on their purpose and they were testing themselves and proving that they were capable. And you just have to do the same thing, and you can develop that same masculine alpha male swagger about you as well. Now, if you're ready to develop your masculinity, get on your purpose, and become a high value man, my Better Man coaching program currently has a few spots left where I'm taking on clients. This is my one-on-one coaching program where we work every single week to help you become the man you want to be, who has success in the major areas of life. I'm talking about finances, relationships, your health, as well as just internally feeling like the man that you want to be, having that confidence, that charisma, having that swagger, knowing you're on your purpose. If you're an action taker and this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and schedule a free consultation with me in the description box below. We'll speak on the program and find out if it's a good fit for you, and we'll move forward from there. Guys, if you got something out of this video, give me a like so I can reach more guys through the algorithm. Hit the bell icon and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.